Good morning, good afternoon, happy Sunday, wherever you are in the world. Right, so what is going to be today's live stream? What I want to do is have a little bit of a talk about Etsy ads, some ideas that I have for things that we can do if we've got any problems, what things we can do moving forwards. I want to show you my 30-day results on my month results on the Etsy ads. And we're going to dig in a little bit at some of the things that I'm planning to do. So I wanted to make this not a video but a live because I don't have any results yet, because I'm going to make these changes. So we're going to talk about the changes that I want to make. I'll make these changes, and then in around a month's time we'll come back and we'll see if that has done any good stuff. Right, is this stream actually working? As ever, if you guys can let me know if everything's going good, if you can hear me, see me, if everything's looking right, and we will get started in a minute or two. Just before we get started, you guys let me know what it is that you've been working on for the past week. If anyone's following me on social media, you probably know some of the things I've been working on. Got a super new exciting project coming out, as I talked about in last week's live stream. I'm going to be doing a series on how to open an Etsy shop from scratch, so I'm building up some products for my new shop before I get started. So that's going to be exciting and worrisome. I've been making tiny wee dogs. This guy's been in the wool pile. Let's have a look at him. A little wee dog. I don't often do collars, but on black dogs a wee collar super helps. And who else is sitting here? Couple of little wee, this is supposed to be a white German Shepherd and a little crossbreed, so they haven't had their photo shoot yet, so don't tell their new owners. But that's what I've been working on this week. Right, let's dive into the chat, and then I will start talking about the Etsy ads. And if you have any questions, as always, drop them into the chat and I'll try and get to them when I can. Marsha's mixed media goes rogue. Hi there, good to see you. Sandy, thank you so much. Wally, my hair looks great. Hello, thank you so much. Yes, it was dyeing week last week, so thank you. Kind of pleased how it turned out. Something strange happening, but now you're back. Yeah, I was getting some funny feedback as well, but fingers crossed it's working just now, because I don't know how to fix everything. I'm not very techy. Sophie, hello there. Hello, Pam and everyone. Hello. Wendy, you made 25 sales in your first month. Fantastic. That is really brilliant. I have to say that is well ahead of what most people will be doing. And right, I'm going to put this out here already. With me opening my brand new shop when this happens, I do not expect to make 25 sales in the first month. So that is way awesome. Really well done. Sandy, thank you so much. Cute dogs, thank you. And Marina, hello there. Good to see you all. Right, I have actually written some stuff down because my memory sucks. But I want to talk a bit about Etsy ads. I'm going to show you some of my results again, and diving into some kind of troubleshooting. So it was a question that was asked in the eRank group on the live stream at the weekend. There was a question asked about things like, if your budget's getting used up really quickly, what can you do to really optimize the Etsy ads? So I've been having a think and thinking of different ways that we can do this. I've got some cunning plans. Hopefully I'll put them into action and hopefully they will work. We'll see, but some ideas for you guys anyway. So something that I mentioned before even the Etsy ads started, we're talking about the fear, the potential that our budget was going to get eaten up way early in the day. So basically, and what used to happen, what I would advise before with the old ads, when you started the advertising and just used their default settings, they gave you a ridiculously high cost per click, which meant now your budget resets every day, sometime about American midnight. And what would happen if your cost per click, say it was at $1 or something crazy, Etsy decided that was sensible for you. Then at midnight, someone searches for one of the search terms, your item comes up, they click once, and that's you spent $1. And if your budget was only $1, $2, $3, then you're going to blow through your budget really short order. You're going to be finished by like 1 in the morning. You've spent all your money, you've had 3 clicks, and now your ads are turned off for the day. So what you were able to do was to go into your settings and change the cost per click, because Etsy was telling you an optimized number that made you competitive at midnight. But then once all these other people's ads, once their budgets were used up, then the cost per click through the day dropped away. So if you had a low cost per click, you weren't getting seen much at midnight, but then as their ads were switching off, you got seen a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. And then by lunchtime, you were getting seen for 2 or 3 cents per click. So that was my thing with the old promoted listings. I have a whole load of videos on that, which are still getting great views, which is heartbreaking, because then people are trying to follow that advice and we don't got promoted listings anymore. So our fear was they're going to give us super high cost per clicks and our ads are going to be turned off within hours of the budget being set. I'm doing a lot of talking with my hands, sorry. So one thing that I'd thought about, I haven't had to do that yet, because what's happening is at the minute they're using my old settings, so my cost per click is still pretty low. But I believe some people that are just experimenting and turning on the ads, they're talking about a super high cost per click. So one thing that I had thought of, I haven't experimented as I say, but you could turn the ads off when you go to bed. Turn your ads off, and then when the budget resets and everything, your ads aren't getting seen at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and other people's ad budgets are being spent. And then when you get up, either first thing in the morning, around lunchtime, depends what time zone you're in as well, but you could turn the ads on. Now what that can do, I've heard from a lot of people that Google ads take a little while to click in, so that might also involve you not having Google ads being switched on at all if you do this strategy. Not tested it, so we'll have to see, but it might take a wee while for Google ads to kick in. It also takes a wee while for promoted listings to get to their top value, so you might not do as well as you could have done, but this could mean your ads are only switched on at the peak time of the day when there's the most buyers there. Unless you're a real kind of spontaneous purchase, you don't want to be seen at 2 in the morning where the drunks are not necessarily going to be looking for super expensive furniture or something. But you want the time of day when people are more likely to buy. So that's going to be later on in the day. You know, I do my sensible shopping tea time or later, or maybe, you know, lunchtime to early evening is probably where more people are looking to buy. So that was my idea there. Just gonna drop into the chat for a second before I dive onto my next thing. We have Lena, Magdalena with her new shortened name. I like Lena. Hello lovely Pam, hello lovely Lena, and congrats Wendy. Yep, absolutely. Sally, hello there, and Wally is quite rightly, wow Wendy, that's just quickly saying about the 25 sales and stuff. Most people, when they sign up for Etsy, we all have this ridiculously high expectation. Did it myself. I thought you create an item, you list an item, the item sells. Didn't realise the steep learning curve. So there's going to be some people that will sit and look and go, 25 items in the first month, or first month? I need way more than that. Wendy has to really know what she's doing to have got that. So yeah. So well done. So yeah, I would expect most people, especially this time of year, still a little bit quiet. It's going to start building up. Sellers are starting to come in. We're at the start of the graph, but if you start a shop in the summer, most people aren't even going to make more than a couple of sales in their first month. So 25, absolutely awesome. Where are we? Liz, hello there. Mandy, hello, and hello everyone. And Frank the Tank, good morning from Houston. Hello there. Sandy, what time of day is the biggest volume column on Etsy? I used to have the graphs for this. I actually tried to find them this morning and I can't find them, but it is kind of what you would expect. For when I look at a graph from UK times, it's a bit skewed because America's the biggest audience, but it's what you expect on the kind of search history. It builds up through the morning. About lunchtime it's kind of good, and then early evening this is going to be kind of your peak. But there's some traffic all day, but lunchtime to mid to late evening is when the most people are online. Wendy, you followed me in Starla for months prior to opening your shop. Awesome. Well, you've put the right things, the right advice to work there. You've done the right thing. I'm super impressed with that. And yeah, for everyone who doesn't also follow Starla more, she's also awesome and has some great advice. She's more... Well, not more, she does all the good stuff as well, but she's really awesome for like psychology and branding and all this kind of thing. I'm more nerding out, sitting in the back playing with graphs, but yeah, really good, I think, complimentary advice, so that's cool. Liz, you turned yours off, but you're turning your ads back on as it's payday. Again, yes, awesome thing. I know some places people get paid weekly, but it's more standard, certainly in the UK it's more regular for people to get paid monthly, so it depends where and what your target audience is likely to be getting paid in, but absolutely the end of the month, people are often get paid at the end of the month. All their bills are out for the month. If they're getting paid weekly, they know how much extra money they've got, so absolutely end of the month is a good time to push things. And that's, I hear a lot of people saying, it's like, a few weeks ago I made a load of sales and this past week it's been super quiet. And it's like, yeah, everyone's probably run out of money. It's the end of the month. And that is a real big thing. People don't spend evenly all through the year, but they also don't spend evenly all through the month. So yeah, don't freak out, there's going to be variations. So yeah, that's a super good idea to turn your ads on at the time when the people have the most money. Sophie, love Starla's channel. Awesome, good, so do I, yep. Crystal, good morning, hi there. Frank the Tank, you have a question. You're doing $1 a day and was selling 20 items. Now I increased to $3 a day and I sold 1 item this week. What's going on? I've spent $22 in ad and got a return of $75. Could be several things. Like we say, end of the month. I would say that is a big difference, 20 items to 1 item. I was going to say, there is a variation. So you have to be getting enough views. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but it sounds like you were getting enough views. Is the amount of impressions you're getting, is the amount of views you're getting, have they gone down or if they've stayed the same? Oh, excuse my phone, how rude. But yes, the increase, it could be a coincidence that traffic's getting a little quieter because it's been the end of the month. Or I would check, I know I said in my video the $3.99 to $4 is where the Google ads get turned on, and that seems to be it for most people, but some people are saying the Google ads get turned on at a different time, or the increased budget, they might just be showing you out to less targeted people. So it certainly wouldn't hurt to pull that back a bit and see, maybe if you put your, I know you were going $1 a day, I'm selling 20 items, so if I increase it to 3 I should be selling 60 items, but it's clearly not working like that. So checking your stats and everything, but pull that back and try $2 a day. The one thing is that your return on investments, I know it's super easy to only look at the numbers, but look at the money. But when it's a quieter time of year, we're not necessarily getting enough views to be statistically significant. I'm not saying throw money away. If you're not getting a good return on investment and it's hurting you, shut it down or pull the numbers back, pull the money back. But you really want to look at a big enough time frame that it evens out, so you can get, your return on investment. If you're not getting enough views and you're only getting a few clicks, then sales, you're not got enough data to know what your conversion rate is. It does sound like if you were getting 20 sales a day, then you are getting enough views. That is statistically significant, but just for everyone else. So yeah, experiment with pulling it back, experiment going into your stats. Well, hopefully some of the ideas I've got here, something might help you get an idea. But yeah, check your stats and find out if you're spending all your money. You can do that by going into your stats, more details, advertising, and pull up a day's worth and see if suddenly the views cut totally off there. Because if the views cut totally off, then your ads have switched off. You're blowing through your budget. So that might be an idea for what we're just talking about, strategically switching on and off your ads throughout the day, so the ads are only turned on in the busiest time of the day. I hope that helps, and hopefully we'll have some more ideas that'll help. Marina, you tried a scene years ago and it didn't work with Etsy, needed some time to think about it, index the listings, maybe now more smart and quick. Yeah, it does. That's the problem, is it does take a time sometimes to index listings, like you say, for search engines to find you. I think Etsy is pretty quick. Yes, such a scheme, switching the ads on and off. I think Etsy is reasonably quick in that when I turn on ads, I do seem to be getting seen, but it does take a bit to build up. So it's, like I say, it's not something I've done. It was just an idea worth experimenting with. Wendy, hello there. How you doing? Frank was getting 15,000 ad views and 178 clicks. Right, yeah, cool. So you are getting a good number. I would say that's statistically significant. You've got enough there. What I would say, right, switch off your ads that aren't doing a good conversion rate. Switch off your ads that are getting seen but not clicked on. Switch off your ads that have been getting clicked on and not bought. Let's just focus on the most important ones just now. Wally, 178 will get approximately 2 sales with a normal conversion rate. Yeah, absolutely. 178 clicks, you would expect a 1 or 2% conversion rate, 2 to 3 to 4 sales. But the thing is, with a conversion rate, like say you had a 1% conversion rate, that doesn't mean if you have 100 clicks you expect to have 1 sale. It's random. You might have 2 sales that week and then have 500 clicks with no sales, and then the next 500 clicks you get 10 sales. Excuse me. It evens out. So I don't get super worried if I get 100 clicks or 200 clicks and I've had no or 1 sales. I wait until I've had 1,000 clicks and say, have I had 10 or more sales, if that makes sense. Right, okay, that's the first thing. Right, more juice. Totally losing my voice today. Okay, the next thing I had written down. So with the cost and everything, if your listings have super broad phrases, there's more competition, so more expensive, where at the same time customers are less likely to buy. So what I'm thinking here is, a lot of people put in their titles and put in their tags. They want to aim for they choose to aim for keywords like gift for mum, or mom with an O, I don't know how to do that, gift for mum. And so these are super competitive keywords. There's lots of people that have listings with that in them. And what can happen is the more competitive something is, then the higher cost per click it's going to be. But if someone's searching for a gift for mum, they don't necessarily want your item. So you're paying for a lot of things for a search term that people are a bit kind of just browsing on. They're just browsing, they're clicking, they're going, oh, that's cute, it's not what I wanted, that's cute. So you could be paying a lot of money for a less important click, if this makes sense. So this is the thing that I'm looking to do. My cunning plan that I'm going to try and do this week is I'm going to stop advertising all of my standard listings, and I want to make some very specific advertising listings. And these are going to be, I'm going to look at the keywords that have my highest return on investment. I'm going to look at my keywords that bring the most interest, that are the most specific for my item, and I'm going to make that listing only focused on that. There's going to be none of this nonsense gift for mum, any of these broad things. It's going to be that specific thing, you know, a Havanese dog sculpture. That's it. The title's only going to say these things. The tags are only going to say these things. So the Etsy ads can't show me to any other search term. That's the hope. And then I'm going to switch off all my other listings for advertising and only advertise these super focused ones and see how we get on with that. That's my thought, that's my thinking, that's my cunning plan, because the unexpected thing that Etsy gave us is the ability to turn off individual listings. So I'm going to get rid of all of them and experiment with much more focused ones. Now, I'm going to tell you guys here right now a couple of other feelings that I have. So it's going to be experimenting with some more things. From all the Google and YouTube gurus that I follow and my testings on Google and YouTube, Google prefers these focused titles as well. Google absolutely much prefers, if someone searches for Havanese dog sculpture, they're more likely to show the web page, the listing, the whatever that only says that in the title. It doesn't, relevancy means it says the exact same thing. It doesn't say Havanese dog sculpture for a gift for mum for blah 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 blah, all that. So hopefully these should be more targeted for Google as well. But my little tests that I've been experimenting with in my shop, and also look, Etsy's been buying Google search engine-y stuff, so Etsy's getting more like Google as time goes on. So I have certainly seen the more focused my tags and titles are on the one specific phrase, the much more likely I am for that. So my thinking is that hopefully these really niched listings will actually rank a bit better for everything. But the simple thing is, I'm hoping that they're going to rank a bit better for advertising. They're going to show up a bit better more specifically for advertising. They're not going to show up in the expensive ads. They're going to show up in my super targeted ads. So the cost per click will hopefully go down, but a little better return on investment. I hope that makes sense for everyone. That's my cunning plan. Check this out. We've got Raphael. Hello from Las Vegas. Wally, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. You have a good day. And Siri's in the house. Hello there, Siri. Good to see you. And for everyone that has it's Google Assist that's called Siri, isn't it? So if anyone's Siri's kicking off, Siri, don't forget to record Pam's videos. Doesn't work like that, but that would be cute. Right, what was the other things I've been talking about? Yeah, so other options are only advertise your best sellers or your best buy rate. The ones that for a low number of clicks convert, they sell better, advertise them. And other thing I'm really, one of my good converting terms is needle felting kit. Unfortunately, that is for one of my PDF tutorials that only costs a couple of pounds. So a cost per click of a few cents on that is a much bigger deal than a cost per click on a 70 quid sculpture. So I'm thinking I'm going to turn off advertising for the super cheap items. It's just not worth it. So if you're selling stuff for $1, $2, $3, $4 or pounds or whatever you're selling it in, clicks of 5, 10, 20 cents are far, you're going to get far less of a return on investment. If it takes 10 clicks, if it takes, well, we're saying if it takes 100 clicks to get one sale, if your cost per click is 10 cents, that 100 clicks has cost you a lot of money on an item that might be only $1 or $2. So I'm nixing them. There's really no point at the minute advertising low cost items. Right. Yes, I think that was all I had that was all I had written down. Awesomeness. Last check on the chat. Siri's Apple Google Apple Assist. I knew it was something. I love the name Siri. I'd never heard of anyone with it before. That's cool. But even better if we're annoying people on Apple. That's brilliant. Adelia, hello from Arizona. Hello there. Good to see you. I hope everyone's having a great time. Oh wow, we have apparently 43 people watching. That is great numbers. And only 4 likes. Give us a thumbs up. Sorry. Right, so I want to look at my 30-day ad results. I've been being a doodle master. Oh, are these things not showing up? Anyway, right, let's share the screen. That should be the screen sharing. So I've pulled up some numbers and such like here. So this is my last 30 days. So I have had about a month on Etsy Ads. So I just wanted to show you what I've got going on there. So in the month, I've had 60,000 views at ad clicks of 700 clicks, and I've had 4 orders from those ads. But the revenue from the ads is only $130, and it's cost me nearly $58. So that works out. I calculated this and wrote it in, and the other bit's gone. But I'm working out at about 8 cents cost per click. And I was going to do the return on investment. I did do the return on investment, but it's wiped away. So to work out a return on investment, I am just dividing one by the other. For goodness sake. It's hard to talk and type at the same time. Okay, so that return on investment is 224%. Yeah, excuse the writing. It is not easy to write with a mouse. So this is my results from basically from since I turned the ads on. So yeah, we're up at $8 cost per click. $8 cents cost per click, and this is okay. I think my Etsy ads I had set at a maximum of, was I up at about 10? I was either at about 5 or 10, so that's somewhere in the right ballpark. But 224% revenue from ads, return on investment words, is pretty low. But I will say at this time of year it was always kind of pretty low. When it's a quiet time it tended to be pretty low and random, and then over Christmas my return on investment made it all worthwhile. So really I could have not advertised through the summer, but I like to do it to experiment, to show you all things. But yeah, if we look, can never remember. Oh, I can't do that until I close that. Let's not bother. But yeah, a lot of the ads that were coming in are for this super cheap item, this tutorial. So I don't mind people buying the tutorial in that it doesn't cause me any work. People buy it, they download it. I don't even have to talk to them. It's awesome. But if I'm paying for ads, that's getting just a bit too much. Right, let's... Oh, I'm going to get this one wrong. Oh, cool. Give me the name. Lana and Kat. Hello there. I can't say your channel name. Hi Pam, so nice to finally catch you live. Welcome to the chat. Katie, hi Pam and everyone. Our serious Swedish Nordic ancient name, its origins are secret. Oh, lovely. That's really cool. I love hearing the history behind people's names. Chris, hello from Essex. Katie, disappointed in my results too, not like July, double the cost for not good results. Yeah, I totally agree with that there. Siri, when you do the ROI, do you subtract the cost it takes to make the item? No, I'm just working out. Yes, that's kind of what you should do for the full thing, but I'm just literally looking at the return. I'm just doing the revenue from what I paid there, because yeah, totally should do all of that. If you're going to work out everything fully and properly, what you would be looking to do is what proportion of your sales come from ads as well, and take out that proportion of it. But I'm just looking at the simple thing of how much revenue did I make and how much did I spend. I know it's not exactly return on investment. That's not quite the right term. It's return on ad spend, I believe. But all Etsy people are using ROI just now for that, so I'm just using it as the standard easy shorthand. I know it's not quite right. Olivia's Art Studio, hello there. Cortez, I can't say it. I'm not sure what happened, but items were hot before the change and are now not performing the same. Yeah, that's something really you're going to have to dig into your stats and have a look and see what's happened there. It doesn't sound too great. But a few people have said this. You want to look what's changed. Is your cost per click changed? Are the terms people are searching for changed? I have heard some people say that they're showing up, they're getting found in ad searches for terms that are completely not relevant. And someone tagged me and I didn't have a chance to go back and comment. Facebook was going fast. I read it and said, oh, I'll answer that in a minute, and then totally lost it. But someone did tag me to say that some people have been talking about showing their stats, going back to Etsy and demanding their money back for the clicks that were for ads that were completely in irrelevant places. So there's a chance things are turning up in irrelevant places. I don't know, is all I can say there. Lily Tree in the house, hello there. And Paper Crane Wishes, hello fellow crafters, hey there. Chris, hello from Swansea. Yeah, how cool, says Paper Crane Wishes. Yeah, Swansea's awesome. Oh, awesome, it's pronounced Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. Oh, that sounds cool. I hope that helps. Did I say that right? Quetzalcoatl. There's an L. Quetzalcoatl. I'm just going to keep saying it the exact same way. I hope that was kind of right. But that's cool, the feathered serpent. Cursed by Design. Is it all cost per click and not cost per view as well? You can work out any of your... well, what the ad view is, they're being disingenuous kind of, because they're using the same terms to mean different things. In your stats here, what they mean by ad views is an impression on your ad. So if someone searches for something, and the page of search results come back, then if your ad is on that page where people see it, that's an impression. They're calling that an ad view. So certainly you could work out a cost per impression, excuse me, but it doesn't count so much. This is a good number to have. You're looking at more your click-through rate. Your clicks per impression is more important, because what that tells you is, if Etsy is showing you, if your clicks per impression is super high, then this tells you that your ad's been shown to the right people and your item is super interesting to them, so they're more likely to click on it. In return, if it goes really low, if you're getting a whole load of ad views, impressions, but not getting many ad clicks, then what that's saying is it's either been shown to the wrong people, or your photographs just don't stand out. People aren't clicking on you. So I wouldn't say that's so important in terms of the money. Etsy is going to show you in the places it thinks you need to be shown until you've had enough clicks that you run out your budget, basically. So the cost per views, as I say, that's a bit disingenuous. That's the cost per impression, so it's the number of times the ad's being seen. I hope that makes sense. Chris, so disappointing with this new ads, 98 clicks and no orders from ads at all. Right, again, something we spoke about earlier on, you missed at the start of, we're reckoning an average, words are hard. We're reckoning about 1% or more sell-through rate. For every 100 clicks, you're hoping to make about one sale. So if you have 98 clicks at the minute in time, that's just not enough yet. As you can see, I run at about a 1% rate, sometimes higher, sometimes lower. But on that run for 700 clicks, I only made 4 orders. But next month I might make 8 orders for the 700 clicks. So 98 clicks isn't enough data yet. I know it totally sucks, it's a total pain, but you need to be looking at 200-300 clicks to average that out a little bit. So hopefully you should be getting some orders soon. But yeah, you just need more views. Lenka, didn't use ads until just a month ago. Set your budget for $1 a day and it seemed to work. Cool. After a while, but the cost per click gets higher every day. Past couple of days it's jumped to 19 cents. Ouch, that is awful. Yeah, I think the problem can be, if Etsy's told us they're using our past data, our past cost per click and everything, to get ideas for how they're going to run these ads. So if you didn't have ads on, there's every chance that they're just experimenting blindly. They don't have anything that they want to compare it to, so they're just throwing things out, and 19 cents a click is a bit high. I'm close with the name, thank you. Lenka, you sell digital items which are usually relatively cheap. Return on investment's not great, but better than having not sales at all. Yeah, that is, if your entire shop is digital items, which I might have a shop of that soon, stay tuned. Sometimes I have always felt there's more to advertising than just the money. You get data. So if the data's helping you, the other thing, you can get seen in terms that when you're just starting out, you might not be getting seen anywhere in the search. So it can get you up in the search, so you can get some sales, so you can get good reviews. So your return on investment might not work out, but in the long term, it's kind of growing your shop. So yeah, if you have super cheap items, the other thing to think of is this might be a longer term investment. That $10 you paid this month, or well, nearly $60 you paid this month, it's not necessarily going to bring you back a load of money this month, but it might pay its way enough that it gets you sales, it builds your shop, it gets your reviews, these people might come back. And that is, I've always said, promoted listings were the best adverts I've ever used. I've used like Yellow Pages adverts. I've paid for Google, not Google Shopping, but actually Google ads. And I'm talking ads where the Google rep comes out and sits down and has a meeting with you. And when they're talking about return on investment, they're talking about the ad just paying for itself, really. They're not talking about this 2,000% return on investment. They're saying, oh, so it was when I was a driving instructor, and say a lesson was £20, but people could buy a block of 10, 20, 30, usually takes about 40 lessons to pass a test. So they were saying, oh, so for your £800 a year, you only need one customer. And I'm sitting there going, that's not a good return on investment. Like paying £800 for an advert to hopefully break even, not taking into account the price of running my car, the price of owning a car, the price of all my time. So yeah, that's what Google was advising me with their big adverts. So yeah. So in a lot of adverts, they're kind of impressed if you make your money back. So it's not as good. I'm not liking it. I'm not so happy, but these ads are bringing in more money than I'm spending. So yeah. Oh, chat's jumping. Olivia, try to pronounce it. It's Quetzalcoatl. I'm getting pronunciation lessons. I'm terrible at pronouncing. Well, anyway, like the number of comments I get every week with people telling me I don't even pronounce Etsy right. I know I don't pronounce Etsy right. It's not deliberate, but I'm terrible. I can't pronounce anything right. Katie, you're not advertising your popular items that were 25 cents a click. Ouch. Advertising the more unique items so that cost per click is less. See how it goes in October. Absolutely. Yeah, as I said, I'm not sure if you were in there by then, but my plan is to create some listings of very narrow, very long tail keywords that are only focused on those long tail keywords, to hopefully switch off all my other ads and try that as a wee experiment. Excuse me, more juice. And Katie, you think at the moment the auto or custom clicks I had before the new Etsy ads is being used? Yep, that's what they told us it should be. I don't know how long that's going to last for. Oh, I don't know if you can hear the ice cream vans outside playing ridiculously loud. So if there's random music, I'm sorry. Monique, hello there. I'm very good. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? Oh, chat's going good today. Thank you, guys. Lauren, the new ads, you were so worried, but it's working really well for me. I haven't done anything special and spend $3 to $4 a day for $720 worth of sales. $720 worth of sales, and you've spent $100. One sale every 53 clicks. That's awesome. So that's about a 2% sale rate. Technical term. It's late in the day. Words, not easy. So that's really good. You're doing awesome. James, ads are not good with Etsy. Driving outside traffic is best at this point. Yeah, it's going to work differently for everybody. I'm not promoted listings. Well, the new Etsy ads, I think I've said my piece on these quite a lot. I'm not happy with this. I'm annoyed, but we have to work with what we've got. But yeah, I mean, driving outside traffic is free if you can do it. And if you can build up your social media presence, if you can, like, I say this so often, if you can have fun, unique items with amazing photographs, they're going to drive their own traffic. People will share them. That's the trick though. That's not easy. I mean, I've been on Etsy 11 years now, and I've only got, well, 2 items now, but I've only really got 1 item that my pictures went viral in that a lot of people share it on Pinterest without me sharing it. And then another item that someone that has a lot of followers on Pinterest received one of my items and pinned it, not Pinterest, Instagram, a lot of Instagram followers. So one person with a lot of followers shared that, and I got a lot of people in from that. But that's, if you have share-worthy things, it's not the easiest strategy, but it can happen. Brian, hello from Toronto. Hello there. Sheila, if you switched over after the first of the month and had a much lower cost per click, Etsy's using this month's pot. It will be interesting to see how things change as a new monthly pot starts Thursday. Right, I haven't heard. I always thought this was a rolling 30 days. I'm not sure if Etsy puts up a pot of this is this month's money. I thought it was a kind of rolling thing, but we'll see how it works out. Katie, yeah, no problem at all. Right, I had loads more loads more screens that I'd pulled up. So that was this last 30 days. Yeah, so I did the 30 days before I switched the add-on. Now, this is not the most amazing results in the world to show you, because August to September, there's different people shopping. September is starting to pick up a little bit more than August. Again, right, computer, I had put in my return on investment-y things here, but you've taken them off. So I've got to make them up again. Doing maths. So that gives me a 603 return on investment. So yeah, so the month before I switched on my ads, I had 46,000 ad views compared to 60, so there's more now. I had nearly 500 ad clicks compared to 700. 5 orders compared to 4, and I calculated out before I switched over I was averaging a 7-cent cost per click, and that was a little higher because at this time I was also running Google Ads because I was going to do a video comparing them again, and then Etsy went and messed up everything for me like they do. So before I switched on the ads I was on a 7-cent cost per click, and now I'm on an 8-cent average cost per click. I made $211 and spent $35 compared to $130 and spent $57. So certainly there's no denying there that I would say that's enough views and everything to be statistically significant. So my sales are less value, and I went from 224% return on investment. Well, I went from 603 to 200, so my return on investment definitely dipped. So it's not great. Gonna see what happens if I can change that. Hopefully I can improve that by my little tweaky plans. Tweaky plans, is that a word? It is now. But I also wanted to compare the September last year to September this year, and my views in my shop in total are slightly up on last year. And also last year I had about 400 listings in my shop. Now I've got about 40 because I ran them down a bit. So everything's slightly different, but I just wanted to compare. And again, it's taken away my return on investment numbers. So calculate. So that was running at a 5.16% return on investment. So comparing September to September, 54,000 views compared to 60, so that's similar. Ad clicks were less at 561 compared to 701. 3 ads, 3 orders at 216 compared to 4 orders at 130. So like I say, they're targeting the lower value. I'm getting lower value sales, and just now it's 8 cents cost per click and 224, and it was 7.4 and 516. So again, it's definitely a change. I'm spending a wee bit more for my clicks, and the value of each sale is a little bit less. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, what other pages did I have here? Oh, the whole year. Yes, the whole of last year, because like I say, things are better when it's busier. So why does it keep on getting rid of my return on investment numbers? Do for here, type and speak. So that's 732. Now I'm not totally sure about these numbers, because I was getting 1,000 times return on investment, so it's slightly showing a little less than it would be. So yeah, so for the whole of last year I was at a 4 cents cost per click and a 700% return on investments, and I did, yes. But this year, before I turned on the ads, I was up to 5 cents per click average. Stop taking away. And yeah, 980. And that is including Google. Wow, my rating's getting good. And that's including Google ads. Yeah, so my promoted listings. Wow, that's disgusting. Yeah, so my promoted listings were about a 200% return on investment, but all the ads together was about 1,000% return on investment, and I was seeing that lot. So that was before I switched the ads over, 5 cents per click. So yeah, certainly things change. Right, just gonna check the chat. G Morgan, the best photo I had been shared, liked, etc. Excuse me, dog. On Instagram, it's a recent photo of a dragonfly. My items for sale get saved, but I don't see traffic coming from Instagram or Facebook in stats when I ask. Yeah, the thing is, right, although I'm saying use these things, any social media, you've got to build up on that platform. You want to be thinking of building followers on that platform rather than going, come see my shop, come see my shop. That was, like even starting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, to my knowledge, penalize your posts if your posts are all, go away and look at this thing that's not on the platform. Facebook makes money by having you on Facebook. YouTube makes money by having you on YouTube. If you create a post that says, go away to this other place, then Facebook, Instagram, YouTube will show you to less people because you're doing them a disservice. So you've got to think of, when you're doing social media stuffs, let's come back to my big ugly mug. When you're doing social media stuffs, what a lot of gurus talk about is, say, Facebook, do a minimum of 3 posts that aren't sending people off, 3 posts without links away from Facebook, 3 fun posts that people like and interact with to every one marketing post. So you want to engage with the people. And like I say, with the Instagram one, tens of thousands, well, the person, I'm trying to remember how many, the Instagram account had, I think it was 250,000 followers. So she posted up, and I didn't get 250,000 views. I got maybe 50, maybe 100, I think maybe about 100 people came to my store from someone of that size. So, it's like my Facebook page has just over 1,000. So if I post up something advertising my shop at that kind of conversion rate, as it were, there's not many people going to be coming to my shop from that. So social media is great and all that, but think of growing your Instagram rather than think of trying to send people somewhere else. What will happen is when people start loving you, when people start engaging in you, people will ask you, where do they need to go? What's their stuff? What's your stuff? People will go and search you out, but it's not great for advertising. Isn't great to just go, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Because why do people want to follow you for that? I hope that makes sense. I know we want to advertise our stuff, but social media is social. People don't just want to see your adverts. You've got to engage with them. Cursed by design, even in a smaller niche, you're paying just under a 20 cents cost per click, but still a 700% return on investment. Awesome. That, these kind of things mean that it's nice targeted clicks. I don't mind paying 20 cents for a click if the right people are seeing it. That's brilliant. Olivio's, you've given up on Etsy ads and hoping to drive traffic via social media. Interested to learn the ads, so hard. I'm like your maths teacher. Awesome. I like graphs and numbers. I'm a bit nerdy like that. But yeah, hopefully I can do my best. But I'm like everyone else. We're all flailing about and trying to decide the best way to do this. But yeah, we're getting there. G Morgan, you're more like 5 or 6 to 1 on Instagram, Facebook even higher. Awesome. You don't get buyers as soon as they hear a price is crickets. Yeah, it'll happen. Mostly, you use Instagram is really awesome for seeing your photographs are good. If people are really engaging in something, then you could say, maybe this is what I should use for my main thumbnail. Like I say, just keep engaging with people. If you know that a post talking about price, if you know that a post driving people off the platform doesn't do well, don't do it. That's the thing. I see so many people, I'm sure all of you, if you're on Facebook, you'll see it all the time. You'll be in a group and then somebody will come in and it's just like, look at my shop, buy my stuff, do it. And they probably join 20 groups a day and they post in 20 groups a day, 200 groups a day. They're constantly spamming their stuff and they're not getting any sales from it. They think they should be because they see other people doing it and they think that's how you should do it. But if you just spam like that, it's just busy work. You would have been so much better to sit down and take a course on photography, or to chat in a group, make friends with people, or to find some keywords for your listing. I'm not saying this is how you do it. I'm just saying this is a lot of people do advertising, do promotion like this, and this is the worst way. You've got to be sneaky with promotion. Do the things that people are interested in. I hope that makes some kind of sense. Hookham, can you suggest any SEO tool for Etsy? I can indeed. Everyone who's been with me for a while knows what I'm going to say. I can. erank.com is... I'll get this out of the way. Although I do work for eRank, But my channel is my own. I had my channel way before I started working for eRank, so I'm not sponsored or endorsed, or any of the stuff I say is me. But eRank is great. You can get a free account that has tons of tools, and then when you're ready, it's like $9 a month. But you can do almost everything on the free account that you can on the paid. The paid just has ways to do it better and faster, so it saves you time, if that makes sense. So but yes, erank.com, get over there. G Morgan, if has the photo tags to sell that item, so they're not anti-selling. Oh yeah. I'm not saying the platforms are anti-selling. I'm just saying it's people don't want spammed to. They want to see your work, they want to love your work. It's better to have an awesome picture that everyone shares with their friends and they go, wow, look at that is the coolest thing, and then people ask, where can I get that, rather than go, people buy stuff. Social media marketing takes a bit of work, so there we go. Cursed by Design, do you do live markets as a way to get your name out there, or do you do just online? Personally, I'm just online. I tried when I started out doing markets, but the thing was, because I make needle felted sculptures, and that's not well known here, so I found some of the shows that I did, people were wanting really cheap items and it wasn't the right thing for them. I also did like some craft artist bear type shows where people are willing to pay more, but I wasn't quite a right fit for that, so it's finding the thing that was the right fit. For a while, the thing that kickstarted my shop, one of the biggest things, was I got taken in by a gallery up in the Highlands, and they wanted 35 items in 2 weeks. That was a crazy no sleep 2 weeks. But me making that big amount of sculptures and then photographing them so I could have listings for custom listings, 35 new listings in my shop really exploded my shop. And also the gallery was the perfect place. I did get some good sales there. Unfortunately it shut down, but that was nice. That was me not having to sell anything. I'm afraid paying for a table and sitting at a craft fair all day is not my kind of thing. Works for a lot of people, and I don't know about it, but I know the Etsy integration with Square, is it? So you can keep your inventory, like if something sells at the craft fair, it's taken out of your shop and stuff, although I believe you're charged for it, but you get charged for everything. But yeah, I'm mainly just online. Hookup, thank you so much. Right, just what was the last wee things I wanted to look at? Yeah, for those of you that I didn't share this link before, I will share this link and I will show you what I'm talking about when I can get my screen back. So onto the screen. So this link, now unfortunately, oh, I've just had an order come in. Awesome. Yeah. But this link, unfortunately, you can't change the time period, so it's the last 30 days. So I was talking about more targeted adverts, more targeted listings, so I can only advertise them. So this link shows you your search terms that were being found through ads for all of your ads for the past 30 days. So this is super helpful because what you can see, it tells you the number of impressions, but this little tick thing here saying high click-through rate, this is telling you when I was shown for this term, which is German? I don't know. When it was shown for this term, people were likely to click on it. So this is a good term. Again here, needle felting kit. Well, as I said, although it's got a high click-through rate, it's not making me enough money. Needle felt, I'm doing well when people search for needle felt. This is cool to know. I've got a high click-through rate. Samoy. I've got a Samoy dog. I don't know if that's a different way that people say Samoyed. A needle felted dog. So these are all cool things that I'm getting a high click-through rate for. There was, black cat figurine. Well, I really want to make listings with that because Halloween is coming. So these are giving me ideas. Anything that's saying high click rate, then I might be saying, okay, these are terms like Havanese. Okay, so needle felted Havanese dog. There's a good idea for a listing that might have a good chance of people clicking on it. Now, I haven't made enough sales through ads this month, but in the past, what I've had, back to my face, please. In the past, when I've checked these things, what you can have is that sometimes it doesn't just say, oh, my belly's rumbling, I hope the mic doesn't pick that up. Sometimes that won't just say high click-through rate, it will say high sell rate, and that is gold. That is telling you when someone sees this, they're more likely to click on it and they're more likely to buy it. So if you have terms that say high sell rate, those are your superstar keywords. You absolutely totally have to work some listings around those keywords. You're good for them. Also, look at the items that are optimized for that. Look at the pictures and see, is there some reason why people are loving on these pictures? I hope that makes sense. Della, crafty crayons, you go, girl. Thank you. Della, do we need to know the link address or can we get it through the menus? I haven't been able to find it through the menus. That's why I was sharing the links. So yeah, I'm not sure where that is in the menus. Somebody in a group shared this, so I'm sharing this to everybody because it's handy to have. You can also, obviously, you do sort of get this data, back to screen, here on individual listings. So if you've got one that did well, let's go away. Was that my year? Yeah, so this has got a higher number of views. Will they show us this? I'm not sure. But okay, so I want to go... So this is showing us the high to low ad views. So this is my listing that had the highest number of ad views. Go away. Thank you. So if I click on search terms for this specific listing, so again, this is super important. And yeah, that's super interesting. I'm assuming that's saying needle felted Shih Tzu dog. But that's got a high click-through rate. Again, custom dog ornament. Awesome to know. That had a high click-through rate. So that's telling me for this very listing with that image, these are the terms that people were super liking for it. Let's look at the second one just for funsies. Come on, hurry up. Oh, it's pulled back to 30 days again. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so second one. So these are the terms. Needle felt, again, doing good for that. Needle felt dog. So this picture is doing well with the term needle felt dog. So I maybe wanna, I already pulled in this one, pulled in the title of this, focused it more anyway, but just look at what people are liking. Tibetan Terrier, Havanese dog. They're doing well for that. So that's no, wrong button. What am I looking for? Oh no, that was the right one. I'm just trying to get face again. There we go. Hello. Forgot how to internet for a minute there. Yeah, so I'm going to be going through that, looking at what my most important keywords are and trying to make listings that are going to appeal to buyers at a lower cost and make me a better return on investment. That's the cunning plan. Just going to have a last wee check in the old chat and see how everybody's going, and then I think we're almost done for the day. So if you've got any questions, throw them in like normal. I will be kicking about for a wee bit longer. If you want to give me a wee thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, that would be awesome. But yeah, like I say, let's just check the chat. Salon Sonic, hello there, how are you doing? Stella, haven't been able to get this, but the report is great. Cool. Well, hopefully the link works. If not, I'll put it in the comments. Let me know. And I'll never remember it, but Olivia's is Claudia, so I should remember. I'm rubbish at names. We all know that. Okay, guys. I think we've done pretty good. That's been a good day. Yeah. Delia, sorry for all the typos. No problem at all. You can see I'm going like, huh? I have days like that as well. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. It's been awesome. Again, like I say, we will probably in the next week or so, I'm going to be starting my series on how to start an Etsy shop. And it'd be awesome if you can join me for that. There might be things that you can think about even if you already have. What's G Morgan? What's the last part of the link after the ad? Right, what I'll do. Where did I put it? Right. Back to screen. Okay, so this is the screen. This is the link that you want. It's etsy.com/your/shops/me/advertising/analytics/ So hopefully you can see that there. Okay. Right. Yeah, sorry, the URL got cut off. No problem. So there it is on my screen, and then I will just about to finish up. Oh, Frank's got an extra question. No problem. You put it in. Yeah, G Morgan, it cuts things off in the chat. That is a total pain. Hopefully it's on my screen just now. You can see it. We'll just see if Frank gets his question in. If not, I will be finishing up. Go and get my tea soon. I'm starving. But Lily Tree, thank you so much for joining in. Always great to see you. Marina, you are most welcome. Lena, thank you so much for joining it. You must know like the most about selling on Etsy for not having an Etsy shop. I always appreciate you being here. Frank, right, can I get my face up again? Hopefully you've had long enough to look at that, or you can check the replay. Frank, awesome. Thank you for the question. You're an eRank Pro user. What does the visibility score mean? Yeah, and if you guys let me know if you can think of a better way to describe this. This is one of the problems, is we don't want to use too technical jargon, but then people get confused by the jargon that we do use. What visibility means: visibility gives you a percent. For a listing, you could say this is 20% visibility, this is 50% visibility. And all it is it's the number of views divided by the average number of views for a listing, kind of thing. I'm thinking if I'm saying it right. So no, it's not. It's the number. Right, what it's saying, if you have a 50% visibility, this is talking about the past views that you've had on an item. So, yeah, your total views on an item. So it's telling you that 50% of all other listings on Etsy have less views than you, 50% have more. It's not a predictor. It's not saying you are seen in this number of searches, you are going to get clicked on. It's just saying you've got 50%, you're in the middle. If you have a listing that has 99% visibility, that means there's only 1% of all the listings on Etsy that have more views than you. I hope that kind of makes sense. I think possibly view percent might be a little better. It's difficult to use terms that people understand at a glance, and some people, like, visibility sounds confusing. If you're on eRank and you're never ever not sure, if there's a little question mark beside the title for something, that's what we call a tooltips, and it just explains it a little bit better. Where did my chat go? There we go. Raphael, you began recently following. How often do you go live? I try and go live every Sunday at this time, starting at 4 p.m. UK time. Chris, you are most welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. G Morgan, thank you. Danielle, thank you so much. Yes, give us a wee like if you if you liked it. If you don't, give us a dislike. It's all feedback, whatever. Tiny phone screen, yeah. No, I think the URL was getting cut off on my computer as well. Salon, oh, you're most welcome. Just wanted to say thank you for responding to all the questions on the past video. No, thank you guys. Questions super helps me as well, because it, like, I have my ideas and preconceptions and whatever else, but if you guys ask me stuff, then I have to research and try and figure out, and yeah, so it's cool for me too. Sally, you are most welcome. Oh, chat's jumping. I'm gonna say you're quit, so I'm doing it wrong again, but thank you for joining in. Lenka, you are most welcome. Lena, you have an awesome week. Salon, is Etsy Pro worth $10? I don't suppose I can be unbiased about this, but before I was working for eRank, I paid for Etsy Pro. I'd used the free version for a good couple of years, and I paid for the pro version, and I now have a paid version and the free version, and yes, I find it much easier. It's got more data, and it's like quicker. I don't mean like runs faster. It's got, like, you can compare things together, or a search page would have all the details, whereas in the free version you'd have to go into every single separate keyword phrase. So I think it super does help that way. But basically, if you're getting a lot of good out of the free version, then it can help. But I don't suggest to anyone that they waste money before they're ready. I don't think it's a waste. And it supports Anthony. I think he does amazing work. But yes, I find it much easier. Like, sometimes I'll try and make videos using the free version, and I just get frustrated, like, I've got to go and click into 3 different pages to find the information I want, where it's just all there. So it's just a bit quicker. So yes, and there's some other things like the trend buzz, the more wide what's happening in Etsy, because a lot of that data is expensive for eRank itself to gather. That has to be a paid feature. So there's more coming. I can't tell you, but there is stuff coming that you're gonna totally love. Frank, you are most welcome. You've got the pro, you're just learning to use it. It's the best tool. I completely agree. And the other thing is, if there's anything you guys want to see in this tool, Anthony is awesome. Either go into eRank group on Facebook, or just say to me, and we can mention it. We can see how we can work things into the tool. He is constantly taking people's advice on things that they want and trying to put it into the tool. Even when people ask things, and I sit back and go, like, why would anyone want that? He doesn't say that. He goes, okay, let's see how we can do that, if that's going to be useful for you. So anyway, guys, I super need my tea. Thank you for hanging out. It's been awesome. It's been good fun. So I hope you have a great week, and I will hopefully see you next Sunday. Thank you so much.